Hi, it's Alaska Granny. Do you think that prepping is too expensive, too complicated, you're not sure where to start or how to keep going and what to add into your prepping supplies? Well, prepping doesn't have to be expensive or complicated. You just need to look at different categories. Think about all the different areas of things that you use every day in your life. And those are the categories you want to figure out which are most important to you, what items do you use, and do you have a supply of those items on hand should you need them. Let's think about all the different areas of prepping and how you could add to your prepping supplies. 5 items, $5, a few dollars at a time. Let's look at the different items. Set yourself a budget, even $5 a week. What could you purchase out of these items that you need that could help you be better prepared for an uncertain future? No matter where we live, what our circumstances are, or what the emergency is, everyone needs clean drinking water. Make it a priority to have a minimum of 1 gallon per person per day and try to have at least a 14-day supply of water. You would be shocked if your water stopped running to realize how much you actually use in a day. If you've ever had a water emergency or you've been camping or stranded in your car somewhere, then you realize how critical it is to have water and how much we actually use on a day-to-day basis. A lot of the water we use on a day-to-day basis is not necessary because we waste a lot of it, or we just use it because we have so much we think it's a never-ending supply. But if you ever are without, you'll realize how important it is to have some water, not only for drinking, but for cooking, food preparation, washing your hands and face, flushing the toilet. There are just certain things that we need water. So you can do something as simple as pick up a gallon at a time. Buy a container, fill it up for your family. But whatever you're doing, make sure that you're getting an ample supply of water. If the water is still running, but maybe it isn't safe and you need to boil it or purify it in some way, even pick up a bottle of bleach so that you can purify that water so that you'll have more on hand. Next, think about food. You want to have some just open and eat food that doesn't require any preparation. Could you get boxes of crackers with little meat inside, like these chicken salads from Brunswick? How about a can of something like beef stew, chili, tamales, or soup? That would require a little bit of heating, but it wouldn't have to be heated up if you couldn't. So you want to have some just tear open and eat foods that don't require any cooking. Granola bars, fruit snacks, all those types of things. Find a few that you like and add them into your supply. You want to have some on hand in your pantry, have some in your emergency bag if you have to grab and go. Then you'll have some tear open and eat foods. Keep a few in your car. If you get stranded somewhere or you're just running late, then you'll have something to eat. Think about proteins. You can get a little can of meat, a tear open pouch. This is a new one I recently found at Dollar Tree. It's Hereford Spicy Beef Crumbles. $1.25 for a nice different type of meat. The Hereford beef is very good. It is from Brazil, but it's top quality meat and I have found it to be very top quality. I haven't tried this one yet, so I'm following my own rule. If you see something new and you haven't tried it, buy one, and if you like it, go back and get more. We know that things like a can of meat can last a long, long time, but the pouches aren't going to last as long simply because they could get punctured or torn. They're just not as sturdy of a container. Plus, I realize that the date on this is not anywhere near as long lasting as a can. But to have something like this that you could just grab it, spread it over crackers, maybe you have some bread, or roll it up in a tortilla, serve it, even scoop it up with chips. There are a lot of ways that you can have easy to go, just feed yourself something because you have some easy to open and eat foods. Think about ways to combine foods. It's so simple. How about some of the UHT or the shelf-stable milk? Grab a box of cereal to have with that milk. What about a can of something like baked beans? Could you serve it with some of the canned meat? Do you have something in the freezer you could add to it? Could you just eat it by itself? There's a lot of different ways that you can look at those foods. Add a can of vegetables, add a can of fruit, and then you have more food that you're able to serve to your family. Then think about the longest lasting foods, things like pasta, dried beans, dried rice. You can pick them up 1 pound bag at a time, put them in an airtight container, and they're going to last. You can even break the pasta in half, store it into a jar with a tight fitting lid, and that will keep it from getting chewed on, getting stale, or just getting spilled in the pantry and wasted. You don't want something to get wasted. You want to make the most of your food. So you want to store it airtight in a cool, dark, dry environment. That's going to help it last the longest. So once you have grab and go foods, easy to prepare foods, longest lasting foods, then start thinking about some of the other areas of prepping. What about hygiene and staying clean? Grab an extra toothpaste, a bar of soap. Maybe you want some plackers, dental floss, extra toothpaste. How about a box of Kleenex, extra rolls of toilet paper? Look at the items that you use on a day-to-day basis and then make even a list for yourself. Shampoo, lotion, deodorant, all of those types of things. Then you can make a list and just make it a priority to add 1 or 2, 3 or 4 at a time. Spend $5, get 5 items, however it fits in your budget, and add into your hygiene supplies so that you'll have those set aside so that you can shop your prepper pantry rather than having to rush out to the store. And as the price of everything increases, all of these items that you buy now, you're saving money because it would cost even more to get it in the future. So using today's dollars into the future is like in making an investment into your own safety and comfort. Your lifestyle insurance, that's what I think prepping is. Next, think about the area of first aid. How about some gauze or some Band-Aids? If you can find the flexible fabric, those last better, I think, than plastic ones. Maybe you want to get some different kinds of ointments like muscle rub, Benadryl, cortisone creams, all of those different kinds of ointments you can pick up and have them in your stockpile. Don't forget things like alcohol, chest rub, maybe even Epsom salts. Think of all the different items that you use, you enjoy having, and then walk around in the pharmacy area of the drugstore and look over, what are these items? Is it something I like? Do I need some more over-the-counter medications like cough syrups, headache remedies, pain medications? Look at the over-the-counter medicines, the ointments, the remedies, all of the different things in the first aid, and pick them up 1, 2, 3, 4 at a time, 5 at a time. Maybe set a dollar amount, $5. What could you get that you could add into your stockpile? So do you see how you keep growing and adding variety and more things? The more you have, the more you're able to take care of yourself. I don't know about you, but things are always needed to be cleaned at my house, and so I can stock up on things as simple as white vinegar and baking soda. Make some natural cleaners. You can add a few drops of alcohol and you have an all-purpose cleaner. Pick up some dish soap. Think about things like antibacterial wipes, paper towels if you use them, all of the different cleaning supplies that you like. From the natural ones into the things that are who knows what's in them, but sometimes we like them. So think about washing your laundry, washing your floors, cleaning your windows, washing your dishes, even washing your pets. We might want to have something for that. So think about all of those types of items that you use. Pay attention to them, and then if you need to buy one, buy 2. Put 1 to use and 1 to save so that you'll have it in your stockpile. And then as you need to replace the one because you've used it up, you can go to your stockpile and get that one, and then you can replace that or rotate and add more into it depending on how many of those items that you feel you need to have on hand. It's up to you to decide how many things you need, and these are just the day-to-day, everyday items that we use that we want to be able to have when we want them. We have been so spoiled as Americans. Everything has been so easy to have. The variety is there. The prices have been inexpensive, but things are becoming more challenging now. Prices are rising faster than paychecks. The variety of items we can get has been diminished. And so if there's things that you want and you see them at a price you can afford, pick them up at 1 or 2, 3 or 4 or 5 at a time and spend a few dollars securing your family's future. These are just some of the areas of prepping that are everyday items. There are lots more to prepping, but this is a good place to start. If you can think of any more everyday items that we might want to add into our stockpile to help our life run smoothly, leave it in the comments below so that we can add that into our stockpile if it's something that we think we need. I hope you'll like my video, share my video, and please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.